The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service published something on July 30th that fits on one line, and I want to read it to you before anything else. Texas has documented more than 650 Kemp's ridley sea turtle nests in 2026, surpassing last year's record of 449. Now hold that next to the phrase the very same agency uses for this animal in the very same release: the world's most endangered sea turtle. A species carrying that description is not supposed to hand you a chart that goes up. And look at the record it broke, because that detail is doing quiet work. 449 was last year's number, which means the two strongest documented seasons on this coast are the last two, back to back. I am not going to call 2 seasons a trend, because 2 seasons are not a trend. But it is a very different thing from one good spring, and the people who count these nests know the difference better than I do. There is a second thing in that release, and it arrives without a number attached. Kemp's ridleys were once known for nesting in enormous synchronized groups, all coming ashore together in one wave. Those are called arribadas. Fish and Wildlife says there are early signs of renewed arribada-like nesting in Texas, and that it offers additional hope. That is the whole claim, and I am giving it to you at exactly the size the agency gave it. Early signs, with no count and no projection attached. When scientists decline to put a number on something, that is them being careful, and passing that care along to you is the job. So how does a number like that happen? Not by luck. Crews walk the coast and find the nest. The eggs are incubated, which the agency describes as a way to improve hatchling survival. The hatchlings are released to the water, and the list of who does it is worth hearing in full because it is longer than most people would guess. Texas Parks and Wildlife, the National Park Service at Padre Island, the Texas General Land Office, and 3 separate fish and wildlife programs, including its Office of Law Enforcement. Sit with that last one for a second. A sea turtle program does not put its police on the partner list unless some part of the problem has hands. The release names the rest of it plainly too: predators, extreme heat, vehicle traffic on beaches, and increasingly high tides that can flood nests. None of that got easier this year. The number went up anyway, which tells you the number is not weather, it is work. One note before I let you go, because you should always know how thin or thick the ground is. This comes from a single source, the agency's own release. A federal wildlife agency reporting its own season is about as good as a single source gets, and I am still telling you it is one. Here is what I am certain of. Somebody walked the beach at dawn looking for tracks, and more than 650 times they found some. The most endangered sea turtle in the world had its best year on this coast since anyone started writing it down. 1 season after the last time that happened. I'm Naomi, and this is Pixel Politics.